I'm actually going to change it up. I think I asked all of you what's the future of video, so we sort of already covered that. But something I only discussed with Jim and not with our agency panelists is mobile. And maybe I'll start with Jill. Can you guys talk a little bit about mobile video and what you're doing there, and what are some best practices or some ideas and challenges there?
Almost all of our buys are cross-platform. So mobile is part of everything we do, but we also know that mobile is becoming more and more dominant from a consumer standpoint. So it is absolutely critical that we have content that's appropriate for mobile, that it is absolutely appropriate for mobile, but for the user as well. So I think mobile will continue to really influence the content that is created and influence how we think about it, because there are opportunities to use mobile really as a point of sale vehicle if we choose to, because we know that that's how consumers are using it. In store, we talked about, on the car lot. So if we think about it differently, it can absolutely play different roles for us.
Any other thoughts on mobile? Well, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think with mobile today, we're doing a ton of mobile video, mobile display, and the biggest piece or point that I think is important with mobile is to approach it differently as you would than desktop display, in that it's a cookieless environment. So using universally identified pieces of information to target users cross-device, cross-screen, so we can take addressability and apply it to the mobile space, because obviously that's the most growing media channel, whatever we want to call it, today, and that's how people are making a lot of purchases and consuming content.
Yeah, mobile video, I feel like it's a bit tricky, but you really need to understand how mobile is being used. If you look at any single social network, whether that's LinkedIn, which I think last I checked was about 72% mobile users, people are using social in mobile in a way that we've never seen before, and has skyrocketed over the past year. And so we take an approach, a mobile-first approach, when we talk about specifically when it comes to social. And so we're thinking through all of those different levels, and specifically what you had said before about creating specific for video for mobile, but also social has been a huge deal for us recently in terms of making sure that those are mobile friendly, et cetera.
I guess I wouldn't really disagree with that. I mean, that's really how we're thinking about a lot of the content, even newsrooms that we're building with our clients across the network is, that it is mobile first and it is social. And so what does that mean for the content that we're running in those environments? We, similar to what Jill had said, our video can run across desktop, mobile, tablet very fluidly, but again, there's that creative challenge as to, where is that user consuming the content, and what does that mean for the environment they're in and the mindset that they're in, and so there does need to be a creative consideration more so than we had in the
I think
past.
when you talk about, the mindset thing is a good point, and I had brought it up before, but mindset is super important, because when you think about mobile, obviously there's tablet, right? And so if you're at home on your tablet, consuming things, you're probably in a level where you can engage with more content, lengthy content, et cetera. If you're, on the go and you're doing something and you're sort of just checking, your friends' Instagram feeds, et cetera, you're probably in a more active state of mind, right? You probably have less time to consume video. And so it's understanding, all those different things, location-based, what kind of device they're using, et cetera, to deliver them the experience that they need.
It always comes back to the user.
User, yeah.
Well, I think that about wraps it up. I really want to thank all of our panelists. You were great, and especially Jim from TEEDS and also Andy from Beat TV. So thanks very much to everyone.